90% of the people, I'm pulling a figure out of the air, but 90% of the people that buy stocks don't think of them the right way. They think about something that they hope goes up next week. And they think about the market as something they hope goes up. And if it's down, they feel worse. I feel better.
And you think about?
Pardon?
And what do you think about?
I think about what the company's going to be worth 10 or 20 years from now. And I hope it goes down when I buy it because I'll buy more. When I was 11, I picked stocks. I had the whole wrong idea. I was interested in watching stocks, and I thought stocks were things that went up and down, and I charted them. I read books on technical analysis. I read Edwards and McGee. I think that was the classic then. Hundreds and hundreds of pages. And I read that whole thing over and over again. I read Garfield, Drew, I read everything. And I thought the first 8 years, I thought the important thing was to predict what a stock would do and predict the stock market. And then I read Ben Graham, when I was 19 or 20. And I realized that I was doing it exactly the wrong way. But it didn't hurt that I had that background and everything. I rejiggered my mind and when I read the book, The Intelligent Investor. And from that point, I never bought another stock. I bought businesses that happened to be publicly traded. But I became an owner of a business. I did not care whether a stock went up or down the next day or the next week or the next month or the next year. And I didn't have any idea what it would do. I didn't know what the stock market would do. But I knew businesses. You don't need to be a genius in what I do. That's the good thing about it. If I went into physics or a whole lot of other subjects, I'd be an also-ran. But I am in a game. You probably need 120 points of IQ. 170 doesn't do any better than 120. It may do worse, probably do worse. You don't really need brains. You need the right orientation.
Do you have a killer instinct?
And I wouldn't call it a killer instinct, but I do know this. When I want to do something, I always want to do it big. I have never had less than 80% of my money in American business. You can call them stocks.
Or equities.
But I see them as American business. I've owned a piece of American business, at least 80% at all times. I don't want to own anything else. I want to own a home and things my family wants and all that. But owning 5 homes doesn't mean anything to me because I can be happy in one home and there's a certain amount of things that go wrong with everything. And if I got 2 homes, I know I've got more problems. I would have to be honestly say that what makes me happiest is what I'm doing. I mean, the game is very, very, very easy if you have the right lessons in your mind about what you're buying. I'm not buying stocks. I'm buying pieces of overwhelmingly American business. And I'm happy. I'm happy when stocks are going down. I'm happier when stocks are going down because I can buy more of them with the same amount of money. I'd be happy if I was a farmer. I'd want farmland to go down so I could buy more acreage.
Do you have a competitive spirit?
Well, but you got to be careful about what you compete in. It's a good thing I don't have a competitive spirit in chess or or football or anything like that. No, I'm an observer there. I enjoy watching things like that, but I try to keep my competitive spirit in a game where I can win.
Here is an interesting fact, as you know. Tesla has more market value than all the other automobile companies combined.
Yeah, Elon Musk.
What does that say?
That shows what America produces. He's taking on General Motors and Ford and Toyota and all these people who've got all the stuff, and he's got an idea. That's America. And we've got the best, so far, we've got the best system. We've got a better system than we used to have, and we'll have a better system 50 years from now.
Why are you so sure?
We've had a civil war. We've had a Great Depression. We've had all these things. I'll guarantee you we'll have something next year and the year after and the year after. But herky-jerky, but dramatic matter. Business moves forward. Government moves forward. More important, people move forward.